In this video we're going to solve a problem which requires us to use the chain rule, the product rule and the quotient rule. I've wrote each of the rules up here just so that you guys can refamiliarise yourself with them if you've maybe forgotten them. Let's go ahead and begin the problem. So we want to find the derivative of this function here. Notice that we have a product of two functions here, so we'll need to use the product rule. And to find the derivative of cosine 2x plus 1 we'll have to use the chain rule. And notice that here we have a function of this type, so we're going to have to use the quotient rule in order to figure that one out. We're going to have the derivative with respect to x of x squared multiplied by cosine of 2x plus 1 plus x minus 1 over x to the fourth power. Now we can apply the sum rule for derivatives, so we can rewrite this as the derivative with respect to x of x squared times cosine of 2x plus 1 plus, I'll just write it down here for space, the derivative with respect to x of x minus 1 over x to the fourth power. Let's go ahead and take the derivative of this first part here, then we'll take the derivative of the second part right here. So we're going to have the derivative of x squared multiplied by cosine of 2x plus 1. We're just going to follow the product rule that we've got up here, so we're going to have f of x equal to x squared, and that's going to be multiplied by the derivative of g of x. We're going to have to use the chain rule here. We're going to have minus sine of 2x plus 1 multiplied by the derivative of 2x plus 1, which is just 2, plus the derivative of x squared, which is just 2x, multiplied by cosine of 2x plus 1. Now we can go ahead and use the quotient rule to find the derivative of this part here. We're going to just follow this rule up here, this one. So we're going to have g of x equal to x to the fourth power, and that's going to be multiplied by the derivative of f of x, which is just x minus 1, so the derivative of that with respect to x is just 1, minus f of x, x minus 1, multiplied by the derivative of g of x, which we can find using the power rule. So the power will come down to the front, and we'll subtract 1 from the power, so we'll have 4x cubed. And that's going to be divided by g squared, which is just x to the fourth power, all squared. At this point, we're going to want to go ahead and simplify. This is usually where people make the most mistakes. Computing these derivatives is quite easy. It's when people try to simplify that they can get mixed up, so I'm going to go into quite a lot of detail so that no one's confused as to how I've done anything. We're going to have x squared multiplied by minus sine of 2x plus 1 multiplied by 2. So we're going to have minus 2x squared sine of 2x plus 1 plus 2x times cosine of 2x plus 1 plus x to the fourth power minus 4x to the fourth power plus 4x cubed, because a minus times a positive is a minus, and a minus and a minus is a positive. And this is going to be divided by x raised to the 8th power, as we can't really simplify this part of our function, but what we can do right here is factor out an x cubed. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll just use these arrows to indicate that we have the same thing as above, plus x cubed, x minus 4x plus 4 divided by x raised to 8. Now we have a fraction of this form, and in order to simplify it, what we're going to go ahead and do is use this rule. We're going to have a equal to 3 and b equal to 8. So 3 minus 8 is 5. So we're going to have x to the minus 5. But we can also rewrite this as, so we're going to go ahead and do that right here. Now we have an x minus 4x here, so that's just going to be minus 3x all over x to the 5th power. And that is the final answer to this problem.